So my question is, do surveys work? Where I work every week, they tell us we can do it at work. I do it at home simply because it's just easier. Hi, Ken, you remember? Do work surveys work? And I already know the answer to my own question. They told us they want us to be honest, but the truth be known. Do they really? Will that leave a target on our back? You know, if I tell them that I think the pay needs to be up, how's that going to go? You know, and I got a question, because why do they expect us to fill these out? Will it incriminate us? Could it put a target on our back? And I already know the answer. Yes, yes, yes. So why do they do it? They encourage us to fill it out. They encourage us to be honest. Hi, Kathleen. And you can do it at home. It's emailed to you, which is when I do it. And this week, you know, there's required fields. What was the high point? What's your low point? And it won't let me pass it. I have to fill it out. And I want to say, but I don't think it'd be wise for me to state. Yes, Thomas, how are you? We're talking about the work survey that they expect us to fill out every week. I think it's crap. They don't want to hear negative stuff. They say, what's the low point? What is the purpose of this? You know, I said it before. Workplace wants you to feel empowered. They want you to feel like, ooh, I can get my 2 cents in. Not really. Yeah, and I did. I left that comment. And if anybody calls me in and says, Mike, what do you mean by this? I'm going to say, I feel like for me to be honest, it's just going to get me in trouble. I'm thankful for my job, but I feel like for me to truthfully answer these questions, I don't feel comfortable doing it. So I feel like it's just going to be bad for me. You know, I don't think, you know, if you push the issue, I'd say we're not being paid what we're worth. You know, I go to the grocery store, everything's expensive. Y'all are driving brand new vehicles. Yeah, so my question is, why do they have the survey? What is the purpose for it? What is the reason for it? Why do they make us do this? Yeah, I mean, there's no law that says I have to fill it out. They want us to, they expect us to, but I don't know if that is going to affect, I don't believe it'll affect my job standing there. I'm sorry, they're Christians. But as I said this morning, just because somebody's a Christian doesn't mean they're necessarily better. Gotcha. I don't like it. I smell a rat. I smell a rat. Humankind Yeah, and I agree with you. I believe as a Christian that I need to give 110%. Bible says do it heartily as unto the Lord. But Chrysler told me the other day, act your wage. Act your wage. And I agree with him. I push because I got a lot to do. And it does reflect on me. But I guess what I had to do is just stop filling those out. Got you, can you remember? I agree. I totally concur with what you're saying. So what are some reasons that you think they want us to fill this out? You said snitches. Any other reason? What is the positive that management wants to come from these surveys? What do y'all think? What is their motive? Yeah, Ken, you remember? It's funny. I can't. There's so much to do, though. I can't slow down. Cookie left a comment. You generalize too often. I'm noticing a pattern here. Yep, so am I. You're judging me often. Time to go. Bye. And I do. I started blocking these people because it's like, this is my form. If you feel I'm judging or generalizing and it's bothering you, get off. Hi, Nate. I agree. You want to believe you matter, but I've shared with you that the one guy, one of the owners, has boldly said, when I came in with it, I said, man, I wish there was two of me. There's so much to do. And the owner very cynically said, no, I don't want two of you, Mike. One's enough. That's too much. Was I wrong for feeling inside that you don't say that? I bust my butt. You know I bust my butt. I know not everybody likes my persona or my energy, but that was a slam to the mat. Nate, I'm all right. Well, one of the guys already said, Mike, the supervisor is the buffer between us and management, so he's going to play both sides of the fence. And he does. He does. He absolutely does. It is interesting. Nate, I'm all right. How are you? How was church, brother? Man, I talk about women wearing window dressings. Somebody today had a skirt on and a dress that looked like a shower curtain. Wow, these people are really getting creative in here. They're ripping all their clothing off the shower and the windows. Amazing. People get mad at me just for saying stuff like that, but it's an opinion. Well, we got a guy, Ken, you remember? He came up to me Friday. He's been sent to the other place across state lines. He said, I'm halfway there of straightening it out. He said, when I get it done, I'm going to pitch it to them that I need a raise. And if they tell me no, Mike, I'm going to get out. And if he does, it's going to create some fun. Because nobody wants to do his job. Receiving is the butthole. They're never caught up. They have truckload after truckload of product that comes in. It crams up his department. They have to itemize, count everything, log it into the system. Yeah, nobody wants to do that job. I don't. That's defeating. And I wish that some key people would just walk out the door. That would give us some leverage, you know? Leverage. Got it, Nate. Yeah, we got a 28-year-old black guy that started. I've complimented him every day. I said, you are doing awesome. I said, you're learning the quantum system in a computer. You get things done. I'm impressed. You know, I found out after I was there for 3 months, they gave me a 98-cent raise. I wanted a couple bucks, at least. I wanted to be earning more than when I left transportation. Oh no, I'm still earning less. And the benefits are not near as good. It's just that we don't have all those holidays off. Sucks. One thing I liked about the school schedule is you get a ton of breaks. You got holidays off that you don't get with this job. You get Juneteenth, you get Martin Luther King, you get all these holidays off. I laugh when teachers complain they're not getting paid enough. I'm like, give me a break. You make more than I do, and you all work 180 days out of the year. That's it? I don't want to hear it. 98 cents. Yeah, they wouldn't go up to $1. And the guy told me that the owner promised him a $2.50 an hour raise years ago, and they never gave it to him. And the supervisor said, so-and-so, one of the owners said, if Mike could learn quantum, I'll give him a $5 an hour increase. I'm like, but nobody wants to take the time to teach me it and let me go. Always a catch. That put me at 21 an hour. Or in this case now, it put me at 22. I don't know, folks. The Bible says in everything give thanks. But I'm human. It's frustrating. It is frustrating. Then I found out, because one of the bosses said, I will make it worth your while to make, and he named the company, this place your home. And then I get the 98-cent raise. Well, I was talking to the shipping clerk. He started after me. He came in through a temp company. And what did they do? They bumped him up the same pay as me. Now, he does work, but he doesn't do what I do. So I found out we're all at the same level, for the most part. I'm like, that's not even right. Wowza. And they tell people, don't talk about how much you make, it just causes problems. Yeah, because the slackers get the same, the hard workers get the same. What the heck? You know, at 60 years old, it's not easy just to walk in and apply and get a job. Here in Augusta, it's especially different in the context that it's very hard to get employed around here because there's, well, a lot of DEI hire going on. The employment agencies only send DEI. I'm not being racist. They do not send any whites at all. None of them. That just mystifies me. What is that? Weird. Heard some mechanical sound. Yeah, it's. I'm languishing. I'm languishing because as a homeowner, you don't just quit. You know, I paid for my house. But as a homeowner, you don't just quit. What happened to the chat? Are we still broadcasting? You know, the cost of living now is jumping every month. Stuff is not going down. It's not. It absolutely is not. But there we go. Thank you. Can you remember? It's sometimes the chat lags to ridiculous levels. And it's hard because I swear it's like they're trying to break the backs of the common man. Keep us down. Keep us from getting ahead like they all are. It just seems that way. And I have to settle my faith in God on this issue. Because why does it seem that God allows them as Christians to make maximum profits, but the rest of us, well, not so? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know why he does that. Trump said affordability is a hoax. So what did he mean by that? I need some context. I know you don't like him, can you remember? But what was the context in which he said that? I don't have a lot of patience for politicians that are reeling in the money and making laws that are hurting us. It's frustrating. Frustrating. I only know it's a matter of time when you love someone, yeah, really love someone. Hi, Summer. He did. So what happened? I mean, the president can't make the grocery stores drop prices. He cannot. No president can do that. I think COVID taught us, hey, we went up on everything and people are still buying. Let's just keep it there. And like I said, I remember hearing the CEO of Walmart say because of theft, they're going to pass all that cost back onto those of us that aren't stealing. And now that's dumb. That is so wrong. So we have to pay for the clowns. That's not a good business model. This puzzle is too hard. I'm done today. It's just too much. Hi, Finch Juice. Well, things can be affordable, but the problem is there's something called greed. And this is where people get mad at me. They think what I'm about to say, that I support socialism and communism. I do not, ever. But I do not support greedy capitalism. Look at Bezos. Look at Elon Musk. Look at Joel Osteen. Look at Joyce Myers, Benny Hinn, Ken Copeland. Look at Oprah Winfrey, Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, how much is enough? Well, he said a lot of things. He said that Hillary was going to go to jail. He said they were going to fix the Obamacare. None of that happened. None. They all say they inherited it. Barack Obama said he inherited it from Bush. It's amazing. The blame game goes on and on and on. Now, Obama created a mess. There's no doubt about that. The whole subprime mortgage scandal, when they did the, what do they call it? The stimulus. I hate that word. I think of stimulate thyself. They gave money back to the companies, Bank of America and others, that created the subprime mortgage. They never should have been rewarded. Auto companies should have never been rewarded. If you can't build a car that's competitive, then you deserve to fall. They don't bail us out. The amount of money they used in the stimulus package, they could have given every voter over the age of 18, $1 million apiece. That would have jump-started this economy huge. But if they'd have done that, then all the businesses would have shot up the prices of everything. Hi, Julie. Yeah, I haven't heard that his approval rating is up there. I don't know where that's coming from. I do not know where that's coming from. They are a favored class. Julie, how are you doing? The rich don't care about the struggles of us. That I do believe. And people can say all the stuff to the contrary all they want, but the fact is, I don't know, man. It just never ends. Trump has finally succumbed to being just like the others. And I still get these YouTube things saying, would you vote for Trump in 2028? Why are you asking that? He cannot run again. Got you, Julie. I hear that. Put on some music and dance with the broom, baby. I've done it. It works. Really, XT. Interesting. On top of the world and I, looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can't find. Sam never got any credit. That's another thing. Elvis. I mean, I was not into Elvis. I was not into the Beatles. And they turned Elvis into a dang messiah. It's amazing how people can be so blinded. That they actually can believe crazy stuff. You know, music is stolen constantly. They claim that Bill Gates, there's a guy that claims that Bill Gates stole a lot of the things from his partner down in Los Altos, New Mexico. Hi, time makes you bolder. How are you? To me, it seems like you have to be unethical or very sinful or immoral to make lots of money. I cannot believe how much money entertainment makes. I'm all right, time. I am all right. It bothers me. Take YouTube channels. People make money for nothing, for crap. I mean, I have a Cash App, and there's some that donate, but this channel, I don't get big money at all. I have one donation that was generous about a month and a half ago, and that's the only one. XT, but they don't. They pirate all the time. And then they claim it as their own. It's very sad. My microwave went out today. My microwave that I bought in 2020 when I closed on the house. I went to Walmart and bought myself a futon and some food and some supplies. Went to Lowe's to start buying tools to work on the place. And my microwave, I keep it clean. It had a nice red and black color. Went to heat up something today. It went off and it was freezing cold. I ran it again. I was like, what? Plugged it in, checked it. Thought, no, she done. So I had to run over the big lots and buy a slightly smaller one for more than I paid for that. I'm not going to buy a big giant microwave. All I use it for is for reheat or small items, so. It does bother me, and I just have a question. Is it God who keeps us from getting rich and well? But why does it seem like he favors some that, in my opinion, don't deserve it? Why does he do that? Really, 8-Ball, and how are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Watching sheep, they get paid for that. Why? That's insane. Insane. Exactly, XT. No, it doesn't seem like there is no God. I know he exists. I know by the rebellion that's bound up in my soul. I don't doubt God. I just don't know his heart. Why does it seem like people that are cheap and stingy, they got money pouring out of their butt cheeks and they're Christians? I don't know. And maybe he allows that to happen so that we don't become superstitious. Because people would tend to look and say, oh, God must be blessing them. No, actually, God has given them a test and they're going to get a fail. That one. Because, yeah. Our problem is we freak out about stuff. And we need to rest in God. The Bible says, be anxious for nothing. That being said, we got to trust him. Yeah, life is unfair. We don't get the money we think we deserve. I agree, Ken, you remember, but that's how many atheists were born. Believing if God exists, why is there all this suffering? We ate from the garden and God said, don't do it. We did that. We brought this on ourselves. And then we have a wrong view about things. We think because we work hard and we do this, that we're entitled. If we're honest. Got you, 8-Ball. Yeah. Feeding a goat gets paid. Look at these women on OnlyFans. We're not going to hell if we're in Christ. I have to tell them I cannot look at my employers. I cannot look at people in my church to make a determination about the barometer and the readings on who God is. People are sinners. Christians are sinners saved by grace who still never mature entirely. What about me? I've been saved since 1985. Why do I still have a deep problem with lust? Hi, Summer. I still have. Why hasn't my lust gone away? I'm 60, right? A lot of people's sex drive, their libido goes down. Man, I see all the YouTube ads. Can't get an erection? Try Viagra. I don't have that problem. I need Town Boy. Our pastor was having heart trouble this year. He changed his diet, started working out at the gym. Doctor looked at him and said things are looking in good shape. I'm happy because if he leaves this world, the music director will take over. I do not want to sit under the guy. My pastor teaches the truth, and I believe God is sparing him. I believe if the choir director takes over our church, that's not going to go well for it. I love women, but I love intimacy and sensuality. Lust is a problem. I can't downgrade it. It is a problem. I'm a Christian. I look at stuff on the internet I shouldn't look at. And you would think, after being saved since 1985, that I would stop that. And that's why I talk about the things on my channel, because a lot of people play games. A lot of people like to think they're so godly, and they're still struggling with the same old too, but then they just act like they're not. It's tough. Not easy to live that holy life. The sad thing is, if we're honest, there are things that we do stop doing because they can really cause a lot of trouble. Doing alcohol and drugs, you can lose your job, lose your family, lose your possessions, and be a homeless guy under a bridge. That's a good deterrent to stop. Lust. That's a big old, there's a whole bunch of reasons for that. Hollywood has pushed it. Well, Summer, I'm glad it's working for you and what you're talking about. Angel baby, is that? I'm not lying about you. And you're coming to my channel. Tell me how I lied. Let's deal with this right now. How did I lie about you? You said I was racist. That's a lie. You said that my channel was hate speech. That's a lie. And you made another ID to come on here. And you said in one of your videos, I am not racist. That is a lie. I talk about things I've been through and you don't listen. You blame me for somebody saying about Puerto Rico floating trash island or something. Why am I blamed for that? How am I racist for somebody else that's not even a regular on my channel? And why are you back here? Well, now you're going to call me names. You know what? You are out of line. Goodbye. You cannot tell the truth. And everybody that listened to your rant on me, including Planet G's daughter, said, wow, this woman is projecting all over this guy. Exactly, Ball. I treat everybody equally. And Angel, let me tell you something. I have every right as an American under the Constitution, under God, to talk about racial behavior by all races. And if you pay attention, I've talked about whites as well. You don't get to tell me what the definition of hate speech and racism is. There's a dictionary definition of it, and you don't get to redefine that. I am not lying about you. I said the truth. You didn't listen to nothing. I defended you against your trolls. I defended you openly on my channels. I liked you. I was kind to you. You got twisted up over something going on in chat when I was talking about, African American issues. Somebody made a comment about Puerto Rico, and you blame me for that. That's not okay, Angel. And then you make another ID to come here. I don't get on your channel and leave comments. I vacated your channel. I blocked your channel. I don't even look at it. And that proves right there. I had 45,000 views this morning, Angel. Because people want to hear the truth because they're tired of the woke lies. And I did look at your page before I blocked it. You support Barack Obama. And it dawned on me, okay, you're liberal, you're Democrat, I don't agree with you. But now you're on full-blown attack with me, and I told you, I don't want to go round and round with you. And now you come back today with a new ID just to tell me I'm lying. Hey, Carol, and I'm sick of it. You made me known about Swiss and Shannon. I defended you against that. Now you want to troll me. Now you want to, I am not a racist. Talking about social issues done by an ethnicity is not racism. Did you hear me use the N-word? Did you hear me say I hate this ethnicity? Did you hear me say that? No, you did not. You talk about hate speech. Did you know there's black men and women that come on the channel and agree with what I'm saying? Were you here the other day when Aunt Mary was in here, who I worked at Transportation is? She's African American. She said, you ain't racist, you're speaking the truth. Let me tell you something, Angel. If you want your channel to grow, start with the truth. And now you want to come over here, I don't even go to your channel, I don't even leave comments on your channel, because I'm not going to stoop to that. You want to keep making IDs and come in this room? I'll block you again and again and again. I sent you my Discord. You refused to send me a friend request and have a face-to-face video with me. You refused. And based on what I see, I don't think it would work, because all you're going to do is yell and call me names and call me all kinds of lovely things. I heard what you do on your channel. The B word. You call them H-O apostrophe S, and that's all you say every time. You got issues, babe. Don't take it out on me. Lieutenant Dan, how are you? Don't bring your drama to my channel. You said you reported it. People are reporting yours because you come over here and make trouble. You can't do that. By the way, you don't even listen to me. There's people that attack my channel and me all the time. YouTube hasn't pulled it. If I was racist, they'd shut these videos down. They're not, because I'm not. I can talk about the behavior of a group of people. Good grief. All I'm going to say is the fact that you came here on a Sunday tells me you got an axe to grind. I have moved away from discussing you. And then you tell me stop lying. You did not even tell me. You had the floor. You didn't tell me what I lied about. You said I'm a racist. You haven't proved it. I heard what you said on your channel. You did a childish way of dealing with it. You did a childish way. You didn't contact me through Discord. Mike, I need to talk to you. Something's pissing me off. You didn't do that. You came on your channel and put me on blast. And I'm like, what the heck? And your buddy Mimi came over and told me, and I didn't even know who Mimi was. I said, show me the timestamp so I can find it on her video. She did better. She put the video clip on her channel and mentioned me. And I'm like, wow, Angel's doing this? No, Angel, you did it wrong. You are, I owe you no apologies. None at all. I thought you were a good looking woman. I thought you were energetic. I liked your dance stuff. I even did a collab with you. I defended you. Nobody's got a right to bring your children into this. You don't even listen to what I say. You just want to cuss people out and you want to fight. I'm going to stand on the truth and I will face you right here. I didn't do anything to you ever. You don't agree with my views. You don't agree that I think rap music is terrible. It is. Listen to the way you're talking. The B word, H-O, everybody F this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, what, I like classical music. I'm man enough to admit there's some bad stuff out there. You got offended. You got upset because you're liberal and you're Democrat and you even wished Obama happy birthday the other day. That's your right. But I don't support that party. You Democrats don't get to define the word racism. You don't get to define hate speech. Have you heard what your people say about us? Have you heard what they say about whites? They said we're racist, that we're part of the KKK, that we're skinheads, that we support Jim Crow. Did you call that hate speech? Of course not. Hi, Max. Now, I'm sorry, I need to say that because I'm tired of that. You send Miso over here to tell me that I misunderstood. I said, no, Miso, she said it herself on her channel that I'm a racist. I'm not going to take that. If I was racist, I'd agree with you, but I'm not. I've dated black women, I've dated Latino women, I've dated Puerto Rican women, I've dated Chinese, Korean, Filipina, Thai. Yeah, that makes me racist, don't it? That's ignorant, Angel. That's ignorance. I would have even dated you if you were reasonable and interested. So that's over. I've seen enough. Doing what you're doing, I would not want to be in a relationship with you because I know where that would go real fast. It'd be drama and fight and accusing and woo, baby. I want peace. You don't have to agree with my channel, but don't make false accusations. It's not unusual for Democrats and liberals to call conservatives racist. Yes. What did I just say a week ago? They've weaponized the word. If you can call somebody a racist, then that means you stigmatize him, you brand him up. I don't have to listen to him. He's a racist. That's not how you win an argument. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Irish people in the South where I live, they considered Irish people and redhead people children of the devil. Irish were also used as slaves. Trump is not a Nazi and he's not a racist. I'm tired of that. I don't agree with everything Trump is doing. Barack Obama is a racist, and his wife is. And I would say that to their face. They both said that whites are privileged. Where did they buy their mansion? Everybody tell me, did they buy it in Baltimore? Did they buy it in South Augusta where I live? Did Michelle, who said white people will not move into black neighborhoods? Excuse me, Michelle, did you come to my house and bring the CNN vans and talk to me? Angel, I live in the thick of black community. If I was racist, you think I'd do this? Are you freaking serious? Are you serious? Obviously, you know better. Yes, and I made that song for you right away last night. And I even dressed up instead of, as she called me, fruity too, that Angel, that's nice. I never said anything bad about her. She came to my channel first. I thought she's pretty cool. I liked her shorts and wow. I can't believe that. See, that's what happens when you're nice to somebody. And then she said, I'm going to get off of my channel for a while and I'm going to probably hang out there in yours. I said, well, cool. You're always welcome. Then she runs back to hers. I can't do it. I can't do it. They're racist. They're all racist over there. So that means all the blacks and the Hispanics and the Latinos and the Asian on my channel are racist too? That's humorous. Yeah, I've talked about Islam. Islam is dangerous. That isn't hate speech. Well, read the Bible about what God says about idols and false religion. Read it. He doesn't go for that at all. At all. Oh boy. I gotta go to work tomorrow, and then you gotta deal with that crap coming in the room and making stupid comments. That's just the way the devil is. You know, Angel, if my channel is racist, then ignore me and move on. You know? You want to fight with somebody. You're not getting enough from Swiss or whoever it is. Don't bring me into that mess. I don't want nothing to do with it. I even blocked Mimi, and Mimi didn't do anything to me. I didn't want anything to do with this. I wasn't rude to any of the people on your channel. Wasn't at all. Marxism is racist. Democrats are racist. They're the ones that, you know, screaming and yelling. Nancy Pelosi and the clowns dressing up in African wear and saying Black Lives Matter. Is that why Pelosi and all those people don't live in black neighborhoods? Is that why Barack and Michelle Obama, Oprah Winfrey don't live in black neighborhoods? Think about that. Think about that. I'm white, I'm a conservative, I'm a Christian, and we're under attack today. And I live in a 53% black community, and I live in the side of town that's mostly African American. Hello? I don't know. Am I okay, just jokes? Are you a psychologist? Can you assess me? Where is Planet G and Colette? Both of them messaged me immediately when this stuff happened. They went over to her channel. Yeah, that Angel baby just came in here under a different ID. Colette had hit her. She said she had hit her, and she shows up. And she said something to the effect, "You got me?" I'm like, what's Angel doing in here? Ugh, another ID, okay. I had a discussion this morning talking about the crap I went through with the boss in Spokane. Talked about all kinds of issues. She said I'm lying about her, to quit lying about her. I said, I haven't lied about her. It is, Kelly, and that's what they do. And we're not, right now, she's got me doing the same thing she does on her channel. So we're going to stop this because the women moderators warned me, said, don't get in her box. She wants you to come over to her side. She wants you to go on her Discord. She don't want to come on yours. That right there is telling. Hi, Dr. Manis. No, you want to fix something. You got something to say to me, you send me a message and let's be civil. I don't think that she's going to do that. So, that's over. Now, how many more times are we going to come up with different IDs to come in here and play drama all over again. Well, it was all right, Paul. I'm fired up. I'm tired of this stuff. Yeah, Kelly, there's no need to. You know, even Mimi wanted to lure me over to her community page. I don't know what it is, and I'm not, no. I got a channel to run. I'm not interested in field trips. Oh, thanks, Paul. You know, and that may well be 8-Ball. I'm not even in competition to her at all. I kept telling her, stop doing your videos and not show your face. You're a beautiful woman. Put your stuff out there. I tried to encourage her. She has the potential to blow the doors off of my channel because she's a pretty woman. But if she keeps getting into this fight with these other gals, it's going to drag the channel into nothing. I'm not jealous if somebody surpasses me. If I can encourage somebody to do better, that's what it's all about. She's the hater. Calling all these women bitchs and whores. That's all I hear her say on her channel. So she's projecting what she has done to me. I don't call all these women the B word. I don't call them all hoes. I don't do that. Because I don't believe they all are. There's some I would say that about under my breath. You went to her channel and you couldn't hack it. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's just biatching about whatever's going on with the trolls. And I supported her. Now I'm going to say it again. Anybody that brings people's kids into their mess is a lowlife pile of poo. I've been through that. And I don't support that. And I don't agree with what Angel's doing right now, but I still don't support people trolling her and bringing her daughter into it. That's complete trash. That's proof that whoever's doing that has no scruples. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids out of it. And trolling is stupid anyway. If you don't like a channel, go away. I needed to respond, and I did. And I don't want to keep it going. But if she wants to keep making a statement, I'm going to defend myself and I'm going to say what I say. I frankly, Scarlett, don't want to talk about it. I think I had a very good live this morning. 45,000 views. And I was getting into the stuff. 200 likes. 400 views at a time there. I think things have improved again. It is. Well, I got to figure out how to do that. Now, see, when I set the lives, I can set the time for, let's see, community moderation. Okay, so I can go into participant mode, subscribers. I can change it to 10 minutes, okay? And it'll show it on the screen. They have to, you know, only channel subscribers of 10 minutes or longer can send messages. I've done it up to 20 minutes. And you got some clowns, they'll wait 20 minutes to be a sub just to leave some dumb comment and get blocked. That's stupid. Angel, I'm going to say one thing to you. You want to hate me and you want to get mad at me. I am not your troll. I actually had an attraction for you. I liked you as a person. Thought it'd be fun if we ever met up, go to dinner, go dance. You know, that's it. You don't have to agree with me, but I'm not going to take character assassination. That's not right. I tried to get behind you. I tried to encourage you, and You want to come and say I'm lying? I did not lie. I told the truth of what happened. You said in your video that I'm racist. You said. And then you came on a short where I was dancing in my bedroom. You obviously listened to one of my lives, came on a short and said, donate for what? Hate speech. Colette saw that. She said she put you on hit. I screenshotted it, or she screenshotted it, and I downloaded it to my phone. I'm like, wow, we're still going on. You coming over, I didn't go on your channel and say boo in your chat or comments. I stopped. Nothing. I'm not going to do that. Hi, Beth. How are you? Hi, Robbie. Welcome from the UK. Now, Pastor was talking at church today about a bunch of things, but yeah, once again, the devil. And the devil is always busy. Always. Always busy. The devil is the accuser of the brethren. Calling me a racist is a false accusation. Let me interpret what the Democrats have done. If I say rap music is evil, they say that's racism. To criticize rap music is to be racist. Did you know that? I've criticized country music. Nobody's called me a racist for criticizing country music. Yeah, Beth, because Angel came in here and wanted to leave a wrong comment, and I got fired up. Dr. Mattis, I know. I think it's funny that to talk about rap music suddenly is racist. Well, there's whites that do rap music too. So does that mean I'm racist against Eminem? I can't stand Eminem. He's Angry Bird. And people who listen to that are going to come in here and call me a racist and be angry all the time. That's what that music does. It gets into your brain and you just want to fight, fight, fight. That's all it is. It's just crap. That isn't good stuff. What did I say the other day? The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, self-control. Rap music doesn't encourage any of that. Hi, Tammy. Hey, Tammy, welcome on in. I got you. It's low vibration music. I hate the sound of it when it comes down my street. It's little boys compensating for little smokies. Or compensating because anybody that has an ounce of self-respect would not go through a neighborhood and make all that racket. That their brain would say, hey, not everybody wants to hear this. That music does not encourage manners and respect. It encourages demonic hate. Hi, Kelly, I see you. Kelly, I've been seeing you. Can everyone see me in there? I see that one. I don't care if people are offended with me over rap. I hear it. I'm out in the yard raking and I hear it go down the street. Baka, 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 ba. MF, baka, baka, N-word, B-word, N-word, B-word, H-O, N-word, B-word, N-word, B-word, H-O. I mean, I hear it. That's not music. That is evil. It's garbage. Kelly, I see you. Anyways, we've beat that dead horse so many times. And then you can always tell a Democrat They won't give you the facts. She called me fruity, and that's when I said, okay, we're done. Fruity. But you obviously like my channel. You obviously thumbs up stuff. Now we're going to get into name calling. I didn't even call you names. Did not even call you names. Did not call you names. Yeah, I don't like Tupac. I don't like Snoopy Doo. I don't like any of them. There's a mentality. And can I go a step further? Forgive me. People who take in that music on a steady diet of it are not what I would consider intellectuals. I would not consider them spiritual mentors. Just saying. I should not have to defend why I don't like a genre of music. I should not have to defend that at all. There's good music and there's music that's terrible. Hi, Tina Jones. Wow, Dr. Manis, now I did not know that. That's very interesting. That seems hypocritical for sure. Do you realize that we're dealing with issues that we would not even be dealing with just 50 years ago? 50 years ago, I was 10. That would have been 1976. Rap music did not even exist. Praise God. Blacks had Motown. They had some of the best music. They had good music. Their contributions to jazz are legendary. But this stuff today, it ain't Barry White. It ain't SOS Band. It's not Gap Band. It's not Marvin Gaye. It's not Diana Ross and the Supremes. It ain't any of that. It ain't the Spinners. It's awful. And as far as us Christians, God doesn't want us listening to all that profanity. I'm guilty of using language, but the Bible says we're supposed to put away profane speech. The Bible says whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are noble, lovely, of good report, think on such things. Rap music today does not meet that definition. That's all I need. I don't like it. I don't like the sound of it. Why do I feel the presence of Satan when it comes down the street? Because it's from the pit. That's why. The people who listen to a steady diet of that are going to hate what I say because they can't handle the dang truth. That's it. That's it. Yes, Kelly. Yes. And I realize, Paul, that there are people that are on here that listen to some of that. I'm just saying where I stand, the way I've used it. Caveman, because you have some respect. And I appreciate that. I've heard that argument, but it is. I think it's a safe bet to say SHITBITCH is cussing. I mean, it is profane. It's certainly not holy speech. I say, and people saying GD and JC as a curse is not okay. And we live in a profane world and a profane time. Fact. Facts. Toy. All right. Tuna. I've been very honest. I'm not perfect. I don't think I am. We all sin, even as Christians. We all sin. All right, what is the problem? All right, let's see how this microwave works for this rice packet. It is going to be miserable this week, folks. Mid to high 90s all week. Yucky weather. I don't like it. If God allows me, I want to move back to the cold country. I don't like the cold country like I used to, but I'd rather deal with that than all this heat. I don't know. All right, how do I do time cook? It won't let me do time cook. How do I do that? Oh, that's stupid. There we go. Okay. Learning how to use a new microwave. Same thing, Paul. You guys ask me every night. Same thing. Mac and cheese. This can opener sucks. Hold it, fold, y'all. I got a really bad hand. Oh. Kelly, you've never done anything naughty in here. Oh. This got a child lock on it. That's crazy. The dang microwave has a child lock on it. My other one, when it was done, you could just push the button to open the door. Now you gotta hit the stop button twice. People work in the break room trying to jiggle the door, so if you gotta hit the stop, you can't pull it out. Since when did children start needing a child protection on the microwave? That's interesting. Somebody probably sued them. You went to a party last night, Mantis? Well, I'm glad to hear you're at least out and getting about. I forgot. G is in Belfast again today. Something's going on in Dublin. They showed a whole building on fire. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. They say Serbia's on fire. Greece is on fire near Athens. Oregon's on fire. Washington's on fire. I noticed something though, and I left a comment on YouTube today. They show these neighborhoods that are burned to the ground in Spokane. Okay, I lived in Spokane. Spokane's got lots and lots of pines. Evergreens. Why are entire sections of forest right where the houses are across the street not even touched? Why did this fire make a beeline for the homes? That's weird. And somebody said, well, trees are fire retardant. No, they're not. I remember there was a fire in Mammoth years ago. We drove up to see it. It was the county yard. Somebody had something on in the shop. It blew up. They had to start moving the snow plows. And the fire burned up the shop, and we're standing, and it hit the bottom of the pine trees, and it went like a match. It went whoosh and burned it completely and went out. So I don't understand. And they weren't dead brown trees. They were green. Pine needles are very volatile. I don't know. That's strange, man. Strange. When you're strange, people remember your name. When you're strange, when you're strange. That's good, Mantis. I'm glad to hear that. All right. Let's sit down, shall we? I didn't know that, Carol. Do they go deeper in the water when it's hotter? Deeper water. Whose prayers? Dr. Manis? Oh, for your health, yes. It's really changed when we live in a world where, according to some people, you cannot tell the truth without being branded. Thank you, Beth. I don't like it when there's a ruckus. Hi, Gerald. How are you? That's right, Mignon. Gerald, how's Colorado? Is it hot? That's unusual to see humidity in Aurora. Have you been getting a lot of rain? I remember when I lived out in Denver, it is dry. Gotcha. Did you guys see something? YouTube feed. Puerto Rico's running out of water. I'm like, what? How is that possible? I mean, it's surrounded by an ocean. I don't know what their water reservoir resource is, but that shocks me. Being that you're surrounded by ocean, you should be able to drill down into the aquifer and get good fresh water. No, I haven't, Sheepish. I should do that. Lake Mead and Lake Powell, a lot of water from those lakes services Vegas. They continue to drop. Boat marinas are now miles away from water. They kept moving them and moving them. Silent Damsel, mac and cheese with rice and veggies and tuna. Yes, Kelly, tuna's good. Cinnamon slept all day. Do you feel rested, Cinnamon? Yes, Julie, it is. See, Cinnamon, I couldn't sleep all day. A lot of people, they hit the alarm and hit snooze. I don't even make it to the alarm 99% of the time. I wake up early. When I was married, right after I divorced and I moved into an apartment 30 miles away in Hibbing, Minnesota, all of a sudden I didn't need 8 hours of sleep anymore. I'd go to sleep and wake up 5 hours later. I was like, okay then, I guess I'm ready to go. I'm sorry, Cinnamon, what's going on? People say try counting sheep. I've never tried counting sheep in my life. Sometimes I'm a clown. Oh, I'm sorry. Now that's no fun. It isn't. This is much harder. The piece is shaped. I got part of the U.S. flag and most of the border. This one's going to be slow go. A month off. Wow, Kelly. I'm sorry, Mike. I had to go make cinnamon coffee and a donut. That sounds so stressful. Paul. Thank you, Beth. My channel is a diary of a man going through life. That's it. Talking about my experiences, observations. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Paul, you say that like a woman. It's so good. Look at you. Got you all addicted to cinnamon coffee. No, Kelly. You need one. I'll be back. It's time for me to put a bomb in my own toilet bowl. All right, folks, sorry about the inconvenience. The eagle has landed. You're going to spoil yourself and get a new dress. Right on. Yes, that's right, sheepish. The eagle has landed. What is the eagle, sheepish? Hi, Oliver, how are you? I don't care what anybody says. I got the best people on this channel. From good places. Well, they used to be good. America used to be good. Wrong-headed thinking is ruining all these countries. Mac and cheese, Oliver, same thing. Hi, Carol. Your dad sounds like he's funny. Go in there with a backpack full of stuff. Dad, where are you going? Bathroom. Hi, Seth. Carol, I'm doing just fine. How are you? If one of those horses starts saying, horse is a horse, of course, unless you're a horse, of course, then I'm going to get worried. Oliver, you doing okay? Sometimes the chat lags. I don't know why. The only way I can eat spaghetti is if I use rice pasta noodles. So I don't do the tomato sauce or any of that. But that's good, Oliver. That's funny. Goes in the bathroom with newspapers, books, and drinks. Now that's hilarious. That's funny. That is quiet. All right, so that's what you do with the needle and thread. Dr. Mantis, the faces are legendary. Hello, there's always room for Tans. This is a bicycle built for more than two. Tans, how are you? I love it. Tans had messaged me the other day on Discord and said something about the drama that was going on. Said, what a bunch of rubbish. I like that. That is so British. This crap, this drama, nothing but rubbish. Good to see you, Tans. Hi, Mr. E-Rock. Well, Kelly, that's good. The culture today is so, and I ain't perfect. I've done my share of sinning. Now, I will say this, though. I did not. Most of my sinning was mutual. I never forcibly took a woman and did stuff. Oftentimes, the women would lead me to go. You know, they were pretty forward. I didn't say no, though. I'm this one, Brandon. It's the military making camp. Well, thank you, Nate. Paul, I think I said something in the room a few weeks ago. I'm not taking any more Discords, save for the one that I was trying to have a adult chat with, and she never sent me one because I can't handle it. People are blowing up my Discord and my phone, sending me YouTube links and this and that. And I'm going to politely tell everybody, I can't watch all that stuff that everybody sends me. Can't do it. Oh man, Mantis, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, if you don't feel you should do it, then don't. You know, some people make a habit out of doing stuff and they want everybody to bail them out. Then you become an enabler. It just got to be too much. And I want to, but I can't. I just cannot handle. You ever notice Jesus had, what, 12, 13 disciples? That's really about all we can handle. If you think about it. If you think about it. That's not it. That's not it at all. Wow, this edging is hard. Oh, wow, Mantis. Hi, Bookshelf. How are you? Amen, Dr. Madison. And you got to have your boundaries. You can't save everybody. Angel baby, you made another ID to come in here. All right. What's it going to take to settle this problem? And you called me fruity. Can I remind you, you got interested in my channel before I knew you? You didn't have a problem with it then. So why you call me fruity? Nobody calls me fruity because it doesn't even fit. Yes, but Jesus had a band of 12 people for his 3-year ministry. And we're not going to block her. She wants to get this out. Let's do it. I can't believe she's bound and determined to come back in here again. So let's deal with this. You said I'm racist. You said I'm lying about you. How am I racist? Talking about stuff that I've been through and I've observed is not racism. I will, Mystery Rock. I'm going to give her a chance. You keep saying you WH'd a relationship with me. What is that? Angel came in here saying I am a racist earlier. She made another Angel baby ID. Angel, no, I said I liked you. And I said if it would have been fun to meet you, go to dinner and go dance. Not now. I liked you. I liked your channel. You came to me. I did. So what is wrong with that? You're trying to pin the tail on a donkey. Well, then why did you come to my channel? I didn't even hit on you. I just flirted like I do with everybody else. That's cool. A racist white men. See, that's all you can say. Do you know how many women are in here and men and people? Do you see what Mr. E-Rock said? Answer him. He's a white man. Tell him how I'm racist. He's been to the house here, by the way. He and his wife both. I did not want more. That's a lie. You're saying that now because you have nothing to stand on. You didn't even know I had that all in you. I said it on the video, and now you're coming back and camping on that. I never, ever told you before I want to date you. Never did. Yes, Mystery Rock. It's stupid. I mean, so what? You won't date me. I can deal with that. I don't care. You're missing the point. I liked you as a person. That was the positive. You're calling me a racist. I didn't call you a racist. Go back to what you said on your channel. Somebody in Mike's channel called Puerto Rico a floating piece of trash. He didn't get rid of that comment. Do you know how many comments were going? There was what? 30,000 views on that video? How am I supposed to keep up with all that? I walk in the room and I'm talking and I don't see all the comments. I'm lying on you. Okay, state the lies. Let's have them. Number one, what lie did I say? What did I lie? Did you see what Mr. E-Rock said? You're slandering me. Or libel. I think libel is written. I didn't say, I did not say telling people not to come to me. I did not say that. That's a lie. I said you're angry. There's drama on your channel. I said I supported you against the Swiss, aka Shannon. You came to my channel and you told me Mimi was a troll. I saw that and I was waiting for the next live so I could block her. Then Mimi came in the next live and said that you said I was racist. I'm like, huh? I did not want more from you. That is a lie, and you know it. Prove it. Go find a video before all this happened where I said that I wanted more. Or writing. Prove it. It's not there. Because I didn't say that until just now. I said I would have dated her. I liked her. That's it. I was not going to go to Chicago and ask you out. I'm in Georgia. We're too far. That's out of the question. You're missing the point. I am racist. Listen, what did I just say? It was racist. You calling me fruity. I haven't called you a name yet. You're still calling me names. Well, you need fruit. It's good for vitamin C. Angel, you're making your own self look bad in here. Yeah, I was defending you. Look at what Paul says. Read the comments, Angel. They're all witnesses. They went to your channel. They listened. They heard the whole thing. I don't tell people what to do. They check things out for themselves. Mr. E-Rock, you see what I got to go through? You know what I'm to blame in is that I actually thought she was attractive and nice. She's still attractive, but she's not nice. Not when you're making false accusations. Man, you want to fight with me. I don't want to fight with you, Angel. Obama's not a good leader. And that's your opinion, it's my opinion. So what? That doesn't mean I'm a racist. I thought Obama was terrible. He didn't do anything for this country. He screwed up health care. Ask anybody in the room. I voted for him, but I have issues with him too, if you ever listen. I don't give him a free pass. And you call him Orange Man. Listen to what you said. You just gave an inflammatory statement against somebody you don't like. You're calling me fruity. Yeah, who's the racist now? You know where we're going with this. Angel, I'm going to tell you something. If a woman doesn't want to date me because I'm being myself, yeah, whatever, fruit. That's all you can say. Okay, Angel, this is getting deep here. Joined 19 minutes ago, 1 subscriber. So who followed you in the room? No, don't block her yet. See, Angel, I'm going to tell you something, okay? I'm a man, and I'm not into dudes. I'm older than you. And I'm not fruity. I've remodeled my house, I work in a warehouse, and I work harder than anybody down there. My supervisor said that, not just me. Hi, Ethan, how are you? Yes, Bean, I totally agree. I agree, Tans. You nailed it. I'm not mad about it. You're so full of cheese whiz. You're not interested in me. Oh my gosh, I lived 60 years without you. I'll live however long God wants me to. Listen to you, you're full of yourself. Well, we can't say that, Ethan. I'm sure there's guys who would like to date her. I don't care either way. She's not my girlfriend. And based on what's happened, I wouldn't date her after all this. I don't need all that drama. I love how you turned that around. You heard me say I actually had an interest in her. The interest goes this far because you're there and I'm here. You missed the point. It went over your head like a 747, Angel. I was giving you a compliment. When you told me you had trolls, I came to your channel and stood with you. Did I not? You came back at the right time, Nate. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Welcome to the circus. Oh, I'm a stalker. Did I come on your channel and leave one comment after you started a TEV? Not one. Go check, because I don't make IDs. You're wrong. Oh my gosh. You're the one that's over here. You're on my channel, stalking me. Angel, you've got talent and potential. What are you doing over here fussing with the fruit? You see, you're upset because I walked away and didn't beg. I walked away. I left. I left. Yes, please get help. Thank you, Dr. Mantis. Dr. Mantis is in Canada, by the way, and he's Native American. Did you hear me, Angel? He lives on an island in the Great Lake Huron. He's a Native American, so tell me one more time I'm a racist. I don't need help, Angel. This is fun. This is so entertaining. So entertaining. I'm a fruit. What kind of a fruit am I, E-Rock? You want to tell me what kind of a fruit? E-Rock, didn't you pick me up one day? We went to go look at a big old military truck. Did you think I was a fruit? Did I ever make advances on you? Did I even dress like a woman when we rode up to South Carolina? Did I do any of that? Now that's right, Mr. E-Rock. She's missing the cherry to her fruit salad. Yeah, I mean, you're character assassinating me and none of it holds water. Look, I'm going to give you an illustration, okay? This is what you're doing. Let's do this. Try this off with my towel. All the accusations you're making against me, they're not sticking. They're draining right out of this thing. Because they're not true. You know they're not true. If you really thought that I was racist, you'd walk away from my channel and ignore me. But you know why you came back in? I'll tell you why, because I know a little thing about psychology. You sat here, perched in the background when I hid your other ID. You heard me say I would have dated her, I liked her. Now you're like, oh my gosh. He really thought that of me? Oh my gosh. Now you want to jump all over me again. You can't leave my channel. Admit it. I walked out of yours. No. Spirit Airlines. Wasn't that who ran Value Jet? Carol, you're a woman, you could say that. I did not go to your channel and harass you or any of your viewers. Not me, so not anybody. I was respectful to them all. Ethan, how are you? I tried to encourage you to do something with your channel. I encouraged you to show yourself. I said you're pretty, don't hide your face. You know that I never did you wrong. I don't know what's going on, Angel. I do not know. You made a drama over something in my chat that had nothing to do with me. And I'm a real therapist. Carol, are you a psychologist? Oh, she's still in here. She ain't gonna leave. She'll run back to her channel, report everything I said in here with a twist. Come on, baby, do the twist. That's what she's going to do. You're in my chat. I'm not a stalker. You are in my... Wow, that's like Chucky saying everybody's following him. Chucky's following everybody. Nobody follows Chucky. Good night. Do I need to escort you out? I don't stalk anybody. Stalker. Angel, what happened today that's making you so upset? It's Sunday. You're in the beautiful city of Chicago on Lake Michigan. What is the problem? If I was there, I'd be on the shore of that lake enjoying the Great Lake. Yep, I'm a fruitcake. Nope, I don't like fruitcake. I don't even accept them as a gift. Let's get screenshots of this, man, so we can show everybody. There we go. We got that one done. Let's go back. Wait a minute. Where's the one where she called me a stalker? Stalker. Let's snap that one. There we go. Now we got all the proof, folks. A psychologist. Tennessee, you're funny. The only thing I stalk is the ice cream in the freezer. I don't stalk no woman, nobody. If a woman's not interested in me, I can take an answer. You making false accusations, you don't have any truth to stand on. You know I was nice to you, you know I care. And then you come in here saying I wouldn't date a man dressed in a woman's clothes. You thumbs up every one of my dance shorts dressing feminine, dancing, having a good time. You want to explain that to the room? I didn't make you come in here and do that. Really, Marie? I didn't know that. Maria, are you, can I ask, are you Caucasian or are you Hispanic? I hate fruitcake. Oh my gosh, they used to give that at the holidays when I was a kid. Nobody in the family liked it. They used it as a doorstop, or some people wrapped it up and sent it again. She's not mad. She knows deep down inside that Michael doesn't stalk her, and I'm not a hater, and I'm not a danger to her, and I don't troll. Grapes and Jello, yuck. Excuse me, Bean, you're defending somebody who's made false accusations for the last, how long has it been? A week? 2 weeks? I lost track. I've been saying all week. How many times did I say it, Angel? Did you keep count? You got one of those UPS clickers? I got one in my drawer. You want me to give it to you? And you go. You can keep tabs. She just admitted to watching me all week. Stalker. Thank you. You like seconds, thirds? This is all you can eat buffet over here. Angel, why do you want to fight with me? You like the attention I gave you, now you don't got it and you're pissed. Now you're going to come over here and call me names. I left. I walked away. You mad at me? You hate me? I'm a racist. I left. Caucasian. Got you, Maria. I didn't know if you were Hispanic because she says I'm racist. We got people from all ethnicities in this room. Most of the time. Gerald, who was just in here, he's African American in Aurora. And I don't want to say exactly, but I'm paraphrasing. He said, I listen to you because you speak the truth. And he said, and I am black and I'm not offended at what you say. Making burner accounts. I don't even do that. You have to get another email and all this. Now she's going to go back to her channel and tell everybody Mike couldn't take no for an answer and he's stalking me. Watch this. I won't even look. I'm not going to go see. Because I don't care. Angel, I had several moderators write me on Discord, said, stay away from her and those other people. They want to get you into their box. Do not. I said, I'm not going into their world. I couldn't believe you did that, Angel. I mean, good grief. You won't date me because I wear women's clothes. Cool. I do what I do on YouTube because it's funny. She has. She has. Several moderators told me they were going to report her channel. And thank you, E-Rock. I appreciate that. So, Angel, what's it going to take to make peace? How can you bury the hatchet? What is it you want from me? Because I didn't do anything to you. What is UW age to date me? I'm not talking about you in a romantic way. Did you hear what I said? You came at me with accusations and hate. I said I liked you. I said I would have dated you. You failed to listen. I can't. We're not in the same place. And I put the caveat, if she was even into me that way. Did you hear that? You're miles away. I don't do long distance dating. If I was there and we were friends, I would say, let's go to dinner and dance. I wouldn't put my paws on you or nothing. I'm not that way. Thank you, Nate. I'm not talking romantic to you. Oh my gosh. You don't know who I am. If you think that's romance. Well, that's not my fault. People keep sending it, and I haven't been saying it over and over. You do realize people like to stir up the pot in here. Not in mine, but yours. People can come back and get you all fired up because they know it works. I didn't say it over and over and over. I did not. Thank you, Tans. Why don't you address these others? You know, do you know Tans? She's in the UK. Do you know Planet G? She's in Ireland. Do you know Fallen Angel? She's in the outback of Australia. They've all written me. They know what I've said and what I didn't say. Planet G's daughter heard your rant against me. She said, oh my gosh, this woman's projecting onto Michael everything she is. There's some smart people in here, man. Some of these people are smarter than you and me both combined. I got you, Ricky. I heard the hospital has a deal on lobotomies. Kenya, let's do that. And how are you? Lord, we pray for Kenya that as she goes to surgery this week, that you would guide the doctor's hands. We pray that everything will go smoothly. Give Kenya peace that you're with her. You said you'll never leave us nor forsake us. And we ask, God, that you keep your hand upon her. Bring her healing. Pray that you guide the doctors. And we pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Oh my gosh, I said it today. I didn't keep saying it, and I'm not going to say it again. All right? You got your way. Now run along. You know, you are wrong. You call me names. I still haven't called you names. It's a perverted act. Wow, ladies, did you know in 2026 in America, I'm a pervert because I, as a man, thought a woman was attractive and wanted to date her. Did you know that? Did you know that in 20, this is why I haven't dated in 8 years. They're nuts today. They're nuts. Bye, Angel. You got to make another ID. Game over. Bye. Good night in America. What has happened in our country? Block party. Craig, you clown. That was beautiful. So this is what liberals do. They don't win the argument by fact, so she takes what I said, twists it around, says I'm a stalker, and says that I've been telling everybody. I just said it today. Oh my gosh. You think I date you now, Angel? Are you out of your mind? No soup for you. You don't even get a box of circus animal cookies. You were a bad kid today. Oh my gosh. That deserves a ginger chew. Sorry, Mr. E-Rock, but I can only handle so much. I need my stress therapy. Talking all romantic. Oh my gosh. I wasn't being all kissy poo. Wow. Maybe I better talk to Swiss and find out what's really going on. Joke. I don't know. Hi, Fallen Angel. Where do they come from, Kenya? She's a content creator, and she came to my channel and thumbs up my dance shorts, and we became, YouTube channel friends. Crazy. She turned on me because I was in a chat the other day, had 30,000 views, and the chat went nuts. People were hating on me for what I was talking about, political and racial issues, and somebody made a comment about Puerto Rico. That told me she was Puerto Rican, which I've never had anything against Puerto Rico. Never. 2015, I went to Huntsville and dated a Puerto Rican lady that met me on my old YouTube channel. Maria, I think you're onto something. Yeah, I actually wrote Firebat. And I supported Firebat because Femyaz attacked him. Firebat, I think, is a trans. So he's a liar. He hates trans that don't agree with him. And there's a YouTube video out there that said that Femyaz was attacking and harassing a 14-year-old boy online. Excuse me, YouTube didn't shut him down for any of that. Fallen, are you okay? Man, I tell you what, I didn't expect all this. Michael, you're wrong. Never be attracted to a pretty woman. That's the problem. That is the problem. This never would have happened if you just didn't give her any attention. Time for a purge, Mike. I'm going to move to Europe or Australia. I think there's some good ladies down there still. Oh, Fallen, you better not go to heaven before me. Lord, we pray for Fallen Angel that you would help her heal. Please help her to heal this pneumonia. Pray that you draw near to her and give her your peace. Pray, God, that you would help her during this time. Help her to breathe easy. Help her to get her rest. Please keep your hand upon her in Jesus' name. Amen. There's a scale, a crazy, beautiful scale. Bookshelf, yeah. Hi, Andra. How are you? I'm sorry, Fallen. You're a warrior. I apologize, Fallen. You had to walk into a full-blown boxing match in my room today. I didn't know there was going to be boxing today. I didn't know that I was in the ring. So ridiculous. Blue? No. Bookshelf, why are you asking a question like that? Nobody asked that. When's the last time you changed your glasses, dude? Why are you asking that? You want to know when I changed my underwear too? Nobody asked that. But probably. Why are you focused on my glasses? Do I need to take them off? Takes all kinds to make a chat room. Jan, hold on. Well, I tell you, Satan opened the door today and threw in a few basketballs. Jan, you're saying that I support a pedophile? Really? There's a lot of people in this room that voted for Trump. And do you have evidence? Trump had some indiscretions with women that were of age, but not children. That's a lie. I tell you what, Fallen, I'm sorry you're going through that. Are you at home? Or are you in the hospital? Yeah, don't want to be nice, go to another chat. Jan, I'm going to tell every Christian the same thing. We've got to be careful. You don't like Trump, I get that, but don't make false accusations unless you have hard, fast proof. And if you got hard, fast proof, how come nobody else does? Thank you, Kenya. Kenya, you're awesome. Got you. Well, don't let things rattle you, Fallen. Just relax. As you know, my channel's become a war zone. We're going to call it MASH. Da, 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 da. La, da, da. We'll start laying out the cots in the right corner over there. There is not a survivor out there that I've heard saying that he was guilty of pedophilia. But, Jan, to be honest, Epstein was making jerky out of Columbia kids. The FBI detailed that. Why are there no arrests? Bill Clinton was indicted in that. How come he hasn't been arrested? How about Prince Andrew or whatever? He was taken out of the royalty in England. They didn't like what they heard about him. But Trump's got his problems, but I don't believe he was playing with youngsters. No, I heard it's bizarre, Greg. I don't know, Jim, and how are you? What does it stand for? Jan, you've been a friend. All right, I'm going to say it. Is today Women Turning on Ocean Heart Day or what? Did I not look at the calendar and see it was a recognized day? Thank you, Tans. Bookshelf, are you male or female? Paul, have a good evening. I got some shopping to do, then I cooked my food, and I got a pot of stew simmering on the back burner. Male. Why are you asking questions about my glasses? Some of the questions you're asking are a little off. Maria! I take a vitamin. Supplements, no. Take it on the run, baby. Take it on the run, baby. Not messing around. I'm uncomfortable with your comment. Are you gay? Who is Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? I don't want to be. Maria, I had their album, High Infidelity, their LP. Jan, where are you getting your news from? Do you know how many accusations have been leveled against that man? Do you know that not one Democrat has called for the arrest of any Democrats involved in that Epstein Island? Are you aware of that? Seems that it's a very concerted effort to dog Trump, but nobody else. I find that very suspicious. Yes, Greg. Do you think Trump would be able to get away? Look at Jan. What about Biden sniffing girls? Sniffing on national television. Did you notice where Biden placed his hands on that young girl? Right here. She didn't have anything. She's too young, but Why are Biden's hands on a young lady right here? Why is he constantly sniffing girls? That's crazy. What about Biden's daughter's journal? That's right. Did you read that journal entry? I started taking a shower at night after my dad went to sleep because he was creeping me out. 12 years old. Grown men don't have showers with 12-year-olds. Grown men don't have their daughter in the shower, period. If anything, the mother should be bathing. Yeah. And by the way, Biden and his wife that whole thing is off. That whole thing. And then good old Hunter was in there, crack cocaine, left it all over the White House. We don't know where this came from. Look at Hunter. Feds didn't arrest him now, did they? Sniffing bicycle seats, yeah. They'd have a group called Sniffing Bicycle Seats. That'd be a hit. What the heck, yuck. Kelly, it's the truth. Politics in America is a joke. Jill Biden. Did you hear? You want to talk about racism? Let's talk about racism. Does anybody remember Jill Biden referred to the Mexicans that voted Democrats as Taco Bell voters? Does anybody remember that? Raise your hand if you remember Jill Biden saying Taco Bell voters with the Latino vote. I'm like, did she really just say that? And CNN, nobody said anything? Yep. Zeke heard it. Anybody else? Planet G. He's a bike seat sniffer. He's a bike seat sniffer, and I'm serious as... Biden was a complete clown as a president. And the FBI. Well, Jen, I'm just throwing this out there. What is Taco Bell voters? Joe Biden referred to the Mexican Democrats as Taco Bell voters. It was a racist slight. I can't believe they said that and got away with it. You need to focus on something. The Democrats always want to focus on ethnic groups. I'm a conservative. I focus on the truth. And I hope all ethnic groups get on board with the truth. The Democrats focus on an ethnic group to keep their twisted, shady, corrupt, unethical party afloat. Everyone is racist? Oh, jeez. Jan, not everybody is racist. I swear, I'm going to pull out that Devo song again. When a problem comes along, call it racist. When somebody's done you wrong, they must be racist. Bump, 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 you're a racist. Bump, 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 truly racist. The non-racists sure have a lot to say about race and white people. You get that too, Dr. Manis, don't you? Oh, my days. Yes. Fall in. Don't forget fascist. Yes. Fascist. Kenya, I did not know you were black. Oh, I wish somebody was here who was just calling me racist for 30 minutes of chat. Jan, I'm sorry, I live in this world. That's all I hear talked about. The next time I move, I'm going to move to a town where there's less of this so that I don't have to hear these discussions anymore. I can go to work and I can go home and I can work with people that want to talk about the weather and other things other than Real or imagined racism will continue after these messages. Dun, 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 dun. Coming up next, folks, Captain Underpants is racist. SpongeBob is racist. Bugs Bunny, oh my gosh. What you didn't know about Yosemite Sam will shock you, folks. Foghorn Leghorn, oh, he was a fascist. You should have heard what Daffy Duck said. Porky Pig, Elmer Fudd. You know, I was taught by a pastor years ago that Christians need to have critical thinking skills. Kenya, we love you. And this channel is open to everybody, irregardless of economic standing, sex, meaning male or female. We had a guy in here last night. He wants to go get trans surgery. Everybody loved on him. Everybody, including me, said, please reconsider. Please don't do that. No, this is not a hate group. Not at all. There's only one of me, sorted. Tans, you crack me up. What has Trump done for me? I don't know. What has any president done for me? What did Biden do for me? What did Obama do for me? What did the Clintons? What did the Kennedys? What did Nixon? What did Gerald Ford? What did Reagan do? What did any of them do for me? Nothing. I went to work, got a paycheck, paid my bills. What I'm after is, are they doing the country good? Mystery Rock, I'm glad you came in, because this just gets deep in here. Michael does not support pedos, or Speedos, or Fritos, Cheetos, or Doritos. They all got corn in them. That's the whole idea, Mike. Oh, that looks like a light bulb, Tans. I look like a Vietnam vet. Well, I was born when it was going on. The budgie smugglers. What is the budgie smuggler? I forgot. Jim. Torpedoes. Oh, wait, are you talking about women with those bullet bras? Oh, those were hot. Torpedo bras. We men back then looked at that and said, gunks? What's gunks? Chili cheese or fire? I'm glad you didn't say Takis. They were nasty. Speedo swimmers. Yeah, I'm not wearing a Speedo. I'm not wearing a ball framing clothing. And I'm not going to break out into AC/DC song. You're telling us the Democrats gave us roads and education. Did you know the public education system is 100% dominated by leftists? You cannot be a Republican and get a job in the teaching the most schools today. Slanted, tilted deck. And, Jan, favors evolution and denies the existence of God. That's not an education, that's an indoctrination. Did you know that the education system is teaching kids it's okay to be gay, lesbian, tri, bi, and every letter of the alphabet? Trillions of dollars in debt. That's right, Greg. Blue-haired freaks. Amen. E-Rock. Jen, come on, man. You got to realize with this group, the reason people are on this channel is because we're of the same mind. I'm not talking out of my butt cheeks. Not at all. Blue hair. Fallen angel, I love you. Giving kids pills that cause brain tumors. So why would you support the education system? It's so wrong. So wrong. That's right, Jim. Compete with poop container in the classroom. Yeah, cat box in your class now. Johnny, you can use the litter box. Wait till Johnny pulls his pants down and goes right in front of the whole class. Time to throw the litter box out the door. What is HRT? Because people are stupid. Well, exactly, Jan, but you're saying that what good the Democrats are. The Democrats are condoning this stuff today. You can be a kitty cat today. Maybe I should dress up as a kid and go in the class and smell like the devil. B.O. and poop pants, bad breath. Michael, why do you stink? Today I'm going to be a dragon. Female fake hormones. Really? Hi, Draconian. How are you? Wow, I said that with such I just farted in my dining room chair. And you didn't hear it. That was beautiful. Ginger chews, man. They don't waste any time in making gas. We should start a ginger chew factory and we'll have natural ginger gas. Your car and truck will run way better. Just let it rip, Planet G, you're funny. Did you go to Belfast today? All right, I gotta go to the bathroom. Seems that Ginger is doing something. Well, now, wasn't that fun? Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. No one's not letting you respond, Jan. You are able to type. Rolodex. Do people still have a Rolodex? I am back. Jan, you accused a sitting-in president of pedophilia. As Christians, the Bible tells us not to make false accusations. You have no smoking gun proof that Trump is a pedophile. I don't. And if anybody who does, then they need to pony it up. The ginger pews. Oh my gosh. That was a good one, Greg. You cannot say things like that. And this is why Christians get into trouble, because they think they can just say whatever they want. You can't do that. Yeah, she hasn't brought out anything in the room that proved that he did something with an underage child. NPR makes me sick. I used to listen to it years ago because it was classical music. But when their commentary came on, I love how they hire only certain kinds of women and men. The women, they talk very sophisticated, very, very seriously. They talk as if though they're experts while they're spinning liberal piss. It's ridiculous. And that, by the way, was funded by Democrats. Did you know that? There's a song in the Philippines by Karen Quinetta. High school life, it's a high school life. I remember when da da da. I cannot stand junior high school mentality in adults. Everybody claims to have inside information into this or that. And we're asking, and nothing's shown up. Let me make it very clear. The hatred for Donald Trump is real. If they got him on pedophile, the FBI wouldn't hesitate to throw his butt in the slammer. Yeah, Carol, that's all. Ridiculous. Furries and all that. High school life, it's a high school life. Da, 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 da. Wow, Mystery Rock. Tick, tick, Jan. Anything? And you know what bothers me is people go out of the chat saying how mean we all are. Give me proof. Tumbleweeds blew past. Jan, are you still in the room? You said nobody will let you answer, and you have come back with nothing. Nothing. Yeah, the atheists have more rights than Christians in this country. Ethnicities have more rights than we do in this country. It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous, as, what is it, Ferdinand the Duck in the movie Charlotte's Web. Yeah, a vending machine with syringes. You know, anybody listening to modern news networks today, the only one I like to listen to now is Sky News Australia. They cut pretty straight. They've even got a section called Lefties Losing It. I love that. They're right on, man. Hi, Danola. Yeah, Danola. Angel Baby came in a second time. 2 different IDs. Calling me a racist, calling me a stalker. I don't leave comments on her channel. I blocked her channel. I don't go to her channel. You missed a good show. Wow. Yes, Danola. Got you. You were in Belfast today, right? Carol, we confronted her. I asked her to give proof. She gave 0. 0. And what have I said on my channel? What have I said over and over again? You know you're losing the argument when you don't come back with facts. And then she kept calling me fruity. Fruity. I never called her a name. And she called me fruity. That's just ridiculous. Oh, you missed it. Narcan. Oh no, she told me I was a stalker. She said people are coming to my channel saying you wanted to date me. I said, hold it. I said today that I liked you. I was nice to you. I flirt with some of my fans here, the ladies. But I never was forward on your channel and said, hey, you want to go out? Never did that. Never. But I said today, she seemed cool. If we ever near each other, it would have been fun to go to dinner or go dancing. I didn't say marry her. I don't date long distance. It doesn't work. She come in here saying, I don't date men that wear women's clothes. You're fruity. And stop saying that. You're a stalker. And everybody in here said, you're on Mike's channel. How does that make him a stalker? She had an ID, Angel Baby, and letters and numbers. We blocked that. She came back in another Angel Baby. I don't go to her channel. I don't miss any of this. And that's bothering her. She'll be back. She'll have another Angel Baby ID because I walked away. So now she wants to bring it to my channel. That's awesome. One fact can silence 50 scholars, but 50 facts can't silence. You know what? Jim, I like that. No, that's her. Mosaic, who are you? What state are you in? Are you sure you're not from her channel? Mosaic, did you hear my question? Because I've never seen you in here before. And you're defending her. Something's fishy. Thank you, Kenya. We try to have fun. Yeah, suspect. Where are we? Let's back this baby up. No answer. Bye. Wait a minute. Drop that baby down. Go here. Go here. Shabing. Pumbaa. Bye, Mosaic. Oh. I need more edge pieces. Eric Dean, yeah, it changed. I see a bad moon arising. But let's bring this up, E-Rock. Let's mention some facts in this. Number one, she came to my channel some time ago. She thumbs up my stuff. She caught my attention. She liked my music and my dancing. How come the girl clothes weren't brought up then? You hated school. Facts are usually optional, especially if you're a registered Democrat voter. I tell the truth. I admitted I liked her, but I didn't stalk. Why would I do that? I dated a woman all the way in Hong Kong. I dated a woman in Huntsville. I went and met Gloria in 2018 in the Philippines. Then she said, I can't get a girlfriend. That was cute. Actually, I can. I have people interested in me here, but I'm not interested in them. That was a lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yes. That's right, Fallen. Oh, my man could lay you out. Let's see, that's Andrew Drescher. Let's take a picture of Andrew Drescher's bullcrap before I throw you out of the room. Andrew, you're a foreskin. Go throw that thing in the hazmat container and wash yourself off, boy. You gotta be smarter than that. I think your mom's calling you up from downstairs to get your TV dinner. Hurry up. Don't bite into that hot apple dessert or you'll burn your tongue, buddy. Use your napkin when you're done. He has a 5-skin. That's Andrew Drescher. He thinks he's so sneaky. Sneaky. Andrew, you're such a bad boy. When are you going to get saved, Andrew? You need Jesus Christ. When's that going to happen? When? Tell me, buddy. When are you going to get right with God? Because you need help. You are the true definition of a stalker, Andrew. He came in under the dress barn ID and said, my man is bigger than you and could lay you out. Now, who says dress barn? Clothing, me. See, he listens to my channel and he comes up with my terms. Andrew's a trap. My man's big, he could lay you out. Oh, wow. I'm terrified. An imaginary man that doesn't exist because it's Andrew behind the moniker. Isn't that fun? Fun. I tell you, it never gets boring in here, does it? The Spanish Flea by Herb Alpert. I love that music. That was legendary. Oh, man. Why do I have a green screen? I did not want that. Yes, caveman. This channel gets an undue. It's a troll attraction. This channel. Trolls migrate here by the ship, land, air, sea, because we're speaking the truth. They can't stand it. Like flies on fresh poo on a hot summer day. And they compete. Right, Tans? Trolls are like flies. He lost his straw in his juice box. That's funny. Funny. He's having a fit in the bedroom. Mom! I lost my straw in my juice box. Jan, what happened? Why did you run out of the room? You said no one would let you present your facts. We gave you a chance and you left. You said in the room you were not a Democrat. Are you sure? Is that something the Democrats would do? Make false accusations and boogie out the room. And I'm still waiting for facts. Wow. The devil is a liar. Yeah. Mom, more meatloaf. Mom, Ocean kicked me out again. I'm sorry, Andrew. That's really sad. Did you have fun harassing him today? Mom, I didn't even make it in there 5 minutes. I'm sorry, Andrew. Do we need to go to therapy? Not today. I think I'm going to go downstairs and play with my pud. Okay, you run along now. Don't make a mess down there now. What a sad person. 11 years of stalking. You can say whatever you want. That's inexcusable. E-Rock, you do come up with some original stuff. That's funny. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Do me a favor. Slam the door. Don't let them in. Oh, don't let them in. Hey, we got enough basket cases in here with us. We don't need any more. Am I correct? Hi, Paul. How are you? The sleepless light's kicking in now. Brother Michael, Auntie Jen, la da da da. Let 'em in. Oh yeah. We all are our own uniqueness. That's right. Can't say anybody is exactly alike in this room. wicker carry-all. Basket case. That's one of my favorite terms. Man, that guy's a real basket case. A wicker carry-all. That was a good one. Oh man, this is getting hard. Basket, hi Avita. Basket case is a term of endearment in my family. Now that's funny. That is funny. All right, let's move to my room. Believe it or not, I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. Wow, is it hot out there? The heat's coming right through that blind. Not doing that. All right, folks. I can tell I'm getting old. I'm losing it. But you know, I'll get tired. I'll get off of here, right? Lay down, and then you can't sleep. I don't know. I've been tired lately. I've been sleeping good. Feeling dawn. Dance. Dance. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. It started in 2015. Andrew, I didn't even know him. He just showed up. I don't know. Self-appointed justice warrior, I guess. Do you know what time it is? It is time for the red light district. Funny thing happened the other day on my way to Amsterdam. All these beautiful ladies started talking to me. Irma, who's Irma? Hi, Irma, I didn't even see you sneak in. No. I'm sorry, Irma. Shoot, E-Rock, I don't get no days off. I gotta wait till September for my year anniversary to gain 5 PTO. The good news is if we don't use our PTO, because they don't accrue, if I don't use, hi Irma, thank you. I thought you slipped out of here. Look at Carol with the love face. That's cute. So, if you don't use them, they pay them out to you at the end of the year. So that is one perk. Red light therapy, that's it. I'm fascinated by Wolverines. I think Wolverines are cool. Fijir, how are you? Yeah, it's hot now. We're going to be mid to upper 90s all week. Dang, Georgia. Tans, you are the sweetest woman in the UK. Low 70s. Planet G. I'm all right. It's just Sunday. Oh, that's cool, Kelly. You deserve to have a good birthday. Wolverines are awesome because they can give a grizzly bear a run for its money. Dynamite comes in small packages. Wolverines are awesome. If I had to be an animal in the woods, make me a Wolverine. They're vicious. Thank you, Planet G. See, Kelly, I had totally forgotten about that song by Exile. And when I played it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember this. That's old school. Tanola wants a bobcat. I'm saving the last few hours of being 56. New Year's, Good Friday, 4th of July, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. That's it. Wow, the red light, the fan, AC, they could just drift away. I want to wake up and be on a South Pacific island. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, they don't give us MLK. They don't give us Juneteenth. Veterans. See, the school gives us all those. Denola's not on my Discord. Denola needs to get on my Discord. Seven Titanic 7-7. You hear about a funeral home in Chicago? No. What's up, Avita? Juneteenth was signed into law by Joe Biden recognizing African American independence, aka the Emancipation Proclamation under Abraham Lincoln. Oh, I heard about that. I didn't know that was in Chicago. What the heck? What, did somebody just quit and walk away from the funeral home and leave him there? That's crazy. Yes, Carol. Yeah, you're not supposed to have that. That's gross. 5 to 6 weeks? I agree with you. Stacy, we work our butts off for nothing. It's not right. Yeah, somebody's going to be in trouble, Avita. That's crazy. You know, things are getting bad when the funeral home's going to pot. Stacy, how are you? That's just negligence. Willful negligence. I would not want to go in there and smell that. I couldn't go in there. I smelled a dead person. Or smelled the smell after the person died in the house and laid there for weeks. Your body fluids run out of your body everywhere. It's gross. Speaking of, we got a lady in here that works at a funeral home. I have not seen her in chat in a while. Yeah, Vito, that's crazy. How do you, man, if I ran a funeral home, I'd be on that stuff. I don't want to smell that. Ugh. I don't want to deal with dead stuff. Hi, Gail. How are you? Hey, Jim, thanks for coming in. Have a good work week, man. Watch out for the little foxes that spoil the vines. And stop feeding them chicken. Send the chicken to me. I'm all right, Gail. Just tired. Tans could have done the voice for Charlotte's Web. She would have had the perfect voice for Charlotte. You too, Planet G, are you leaving me? I gotta go, because I'm losing it. But you guys have a good evening. Everybody have a good evening. Absolutely, Cavapoo. Absolutely agree. Good night, Avita. Good to see all of you, and Danola and Stacy. Y'all have a good evening. Mr. Erock, have a great time at work with your lovely boss. Ah, the toils we go through to make a buck. Everybody have a good evening. Tans, glad you made it. Hugs and kisses right back at you. All right.